So I just woke up today to find out that Scarlett Johansson has filed a lawsuit against Disney, which I have some mixed feelings about, but I'll get to that in a second. Now, first, a bit of context. I actually have the article right here, but it says that Scarlett Johansson sues Disney over Black Widow contract breach after the movie was released on Disney+, and this is despite Johansson's contract reportedly assuring her that the movie would be released exclusively in theaters. Understandable. Because the movie was released to Disney+, sources familiar to the lawsuit say that the move to streaming costed Johansson more than $50 million, or around about there, and stronger box office sales. Wow, that's a lot of money. Now I can see why. But then Disney fires back, and this is where it gets spicy now. Disney then reveals that Johansson has earned $20 million already from the movie, and that the lawsuit gives no merit whatsoever and is sad and distressing in its callous regard for the horrific and prolonged global effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. Look, they're not wrong either. Now, sources say this, sources say that. I just grabbed a few articles online. You never know how accurate these are, but let's assume that they're accurate enough. So let's look at this from both sides here. Now, I'm not gonna pick a side. I'm just gonna play devil's advocate here. But look, a contract is a contract. It's a legal binding document, you know. So I see where Scarlett Johansson is coming from. And the move to releasing the movie on Disney Plus as well reduces box office sales by a lot, which I completely understand. I mean, you want to kind of keep up with the other Marvel movies, right? And who would want to go to theaters when they could just, you know, watch the movie within the comfort of their own homes? But I also think Black Widow releasing on an online platform is also a very good move as well. Now hear me out. I feel like because of this pandemic, this very unpredictable mess that a lot of countries are in right now, many people just don't have access to theaters, right? I don't know about any other countries, please let me know, but I know for my country, Australia, not my state, but another state has been in lockdown for as long as since a week before Black Widow's official release date, and they're still in lockdown for another 4 weeks or so. Even though I wasn't a huge fan of the Black Widow film and found it kind of underwhelming, if you watch my Black Widow review, then you know what I'm talking about. But I would have been kind of pissed if I knew I couldn't watch it, even if it was a week or two later, you know. So having that extra outlet where I'm just okay, it doesn't really matter, I can just watch it on Disney Plus, you know, is really nice. And I'm pretty sure Disney owns Marvel as well, so they can do whatever they want. I'm not familiar with that part and the legal issues or whatever, so don't quote me on that. But man, I wished every movie was kind of like this though and released online, but just for people who are locked down and can't go to theaters physically. So there'd be a service that operates based on knowing your geographical location, and if you're locked down, then you can make use of that service. I don't know how that would exactly work, but it's just a thought. But hey, at least that would kind of reduce the surge of illegally streaming movies online, especially nowadays. I know recently I was in lockdown and I couldn't watch 3 movies that I would have watched if I wasn't in lockdown, like Gunpowder Milkshake, Old, and Snake Eyes JoJo Origins. And being a movie reviewer, that pains me because the difference between releasing reviews for movies when they first get released versus a week or so later is massive, because it really determines how much it gets recommended and how many views it gets. And for such a small content creator like me, that's very important. I mean, I've been making videos for what, 2 years, a little bit over 2 years now, and I've drastically improved. But what's the point if nobody knows? But anyway guys, that's all I wanted to say. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think down below. Like and sub if you enjoyed. And as always, feel free to check out any of my previous videos. Until next time.